If you have recently imported a 3D model into your game engine or a texturing software and it looks like this, then you have flipped normals on your model. Let me show you how to fix it. So there is a simple way we can check what part of the mesh is causing the issue. We can go to viewport overlays, face orientation, and here we get everything that is in red is causing that flipped faces issue that we get. So to fix it in edit mode, we can press A to select everything. We can go to mesh, normals, and recalculate outside. Even quicker way to do it would be going to the edit mode, pressing A again to select everything, and just with the shortcut Shift plus N, it does the same action, but again with a shortcut. So Blender doesn't show us the problem with our 3D model because it renders both sides of the face. But in any standard game engine, the options called the back face culling would be turned on. Here in our viewport shading, we can turn that on ourselves. And here is a true representation of how our 3D model will look in a game engine. And the reason why this is a standard in game engines is because you do not want to waste your performance on rendering something that user won't see. Once again, we have another tool in Blender. When we go into the edit mode, we get the edit mode overlays, and here we can check the face orientation. These are the normals, this direction. So the normal of this face is pushing outwards. As you can see, these do not have any direction. That's because their direction is inwards, and we can see only when we hide the object. So to model something like a simple corner piece, it wouldn't only be enough to delete these faces. Again, Blender does render all of this, but with the back face culling, we can see that these are invisible. Only the outside faces are what we are going to be shown in game. So to fix this, a model with only one face needs to have a certain thickness, and we achieve that by adding a solidify modifier. Here already we have a slight thickness to the model, and that should be enough to fix the issue, as all of the invisible faces, so to say, are inside of a model. So how, when you are in the middle of your modeling workflow and you go to check the situation in face orientation, you realize, well, half of the model is flipped. How can something like that happen? Well, if we invert our model inside out in the object mode, nothing will happen. But if we do the same thing in the edit mode, you can see that we flipped the model completely. And this is one of the issues that can happen and lead to flipped normals. Another way that can happen is if we join two models together. In this case, the model we are going to select as active has a negative scale value. So if we select the model with the negative scale value and the model with the positive scale value, and we join them together, the model with the negative face value will have its faces flipped. And the same goes in this case vice versa. Taking the model with the positive value and to it joining the model of negative will again flip its normals. So again, having the model with negative scale value will again cause this issue. So flipped faces can cause you shading issues. In this case, I only have these few faces flipped inside out, and if we select the whole round part of the mesh here, we can shade smooth and we can see the issue here. So if you do have shading issues, it could commonly be something to do with scale, unapplied scale actually, or flip normal. So in this case, if we just were to recalculate it outside as we did before, the issue would be solved. So yeah, flip normals isn't really a bad thing. You can fix it very quickly, as we said before. The only way to prevent some extra work would be to check during your modeling workflow, or at least at the very end, so you don't export the model in the wrong way, or if you are going to upload the model in some texturing software, even there you will very soon be shown that there is issues. So it's very easy to fix it, and yeah, that's it.